G'day fellas, I'm going to show you how to fit bolt covers to the bike. They can be tricky little buggers. I've got a couple of little tips for you. Let's have a look. Alright, first of all, grab yourself a nylon hammer. Not a metal hammer, not a rubber hammer, a nylon hammer. Hopefully you can find one with a small head like this. This is your tool of choice for fitting bolt covers. We'll start with these little ones. They are very difficult to get on, and that's a good thing because that means they're tight. We don't want these things flying off when we go down the road. So you will notice the exhaust is off of this bike. That's obviously going to make it a lot easier for me to get around here, but I'll show you a trick later on that, so hopefully you don't have to remove your exhaust. This bike I am replacing these covers, or refinishing these covers. All right, you may get lucky and you may be able to push them on with your thumb. But after a while, your thumb will be killing. All right, here's a tip for saving your fingers. Grab a bit of cardboard or some paper. You might need to make a couple because you might wreck a couple. Cut a little hole. Either use a razor blade, poke a screwdriver through, whatever you need to do. It just needs to hold that bolt cover and become an extension of your finger. Like that. Trim around the edge. Then you can bend it, get it into any of those little tight spots, and you're not going to hit your finger with the hammer. That is tip number one. All right, tip number two. Grab yourself an extension. You're always going to have a spare bolt cover. There's always going to be a spot you can't reach behind the exhaust, you can't get to. So what I do is I use an extension, I pop one on there, and for some reason this anodize on anodize doesn't scratch it. I mean, you've got to be gentle, don't go overboard, but flat surface to flat surface like that, that'll get you into the tricky spots. If you can't make your bolt cover fit your extension, it's too loose, bend those little fingers in with a flathead screwdriver, literally bend them in so that it grabs onto it. If the head is too big, pry the spring-loaded fingers out, or use a little drill bit, drill down the center and pop that little spring-loaded section out of there. And then that will fit over that. I've done that before. So then you'll have your tools for the job. Let's take our tools over to the job. Right, we'll start with our cardboard finger. Get it into position. Nylon hammer. And that's it. You can mask, use some painter's masking tape on some of these surfaces if you're worried about the failed shot with the hammer, but it's not necessary on this bike. So, all right, we'll use this bad boy here. This is probably the easiest one. It's a flat surface to flat surface. Line him up. Tap it. Just like that. Piece of cake. Work your way around. I will show you these ones because these are tricky little buggers. Bring these over here. So what I'll do here, I'll just fit one of the bigger ones into there. As long as it's flat surface to flat surface and you're not too aggressive about it, you shouldn't scratch it. What I do is rack that one off. It's a bit hard with the bloody camera right where I'm swinging the hammer. Just little taps, you get them on there. Mate, they look so much better. These are my favourite. These are the contrast bolt covers. You can get them in all black, you can get them in chrome, but these are definitely my favourite. All right, one thing worth mentioning, they have a spring-loaded clip inside with these little fingers. They will never be stuck on forever. If you're worried that you get one in a spot that you just can't, you're never going to be able to get it off. I know mechanics particularly hate bolt covers of every description, and I understand why. These are designed to come off. So with a bit of a wriggle left and right, worst case scenario, the cover comes off, the aluminium cover, and then the clip itself is on the bolt. Once that happens, the clip comes off quite easily. So these clips will come out under a decent amount of force, so they'll never be stuck on there forever. All right, guys, I hope that helps you guys install your bolt cover kit. It's definitely a couple of year job. I do think that they are an incredible product, and they finish off a bike so nice, and they're pretty much essential. That axle covers, pivot covers, all those little things, they are important and they make a bike. All right, good on you guys. Good luck. Cheers.